Hi everyone, today we have with us the team of the very widely appreciated music video Mind Your Limits. We have the director with us, Shoneel Yallattikar, and the artist, the songwriter, the all in all, let's say, of the film, Mr. Ashish Joshi as well. So thank you so much, first of all, for being with us here, today. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is ours.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's ours. Right. Yeah. So first of all, for the uninitiated, tell us a bit about your team. I mean, I understand that it's a team of 3, including Prachi.
Correct.
So maybe you want to speak on her behalf as well. Tell us a bit about
Shall I
your
start?
team.
Absolutely.
Okay. So basically, Ashish and I, we go long way back. We know each other from more than 10 years. And we have been working as assistant directors, actors before in smaller projects. And Ashish has been writing songs. He has been composing songs, and he always bounces the songs to us as friends that tell us what you think of this. And we had this unsaid pact that whatever songs he will make, I will be directing the music videos for them.
It's like the bro code kind
Yeah,
of.
it's a bro code kind of thing that we have. Yeah, of course, when he wants to work with Mani Ratnam next, I will let him.
करना तो पड़ेगा ही, you have to.
Just kidding. But yeah, that's what we had this thing going on, and this is our 3rd music video together. And Aukat Mere was his, that most favorite baby of Ashish's. He had written this film because he had many friends who were telling a lot of things about their sexual abuses, child abuses, and so many things, the molestations that they went through, but they were scared to speak it out to people. Okay, so that is where he came up with the song. He'll speak more about that. Okay, and he came to me, and we were trying to get this song made for more than 2 years because there was this vision that I shared with the team, and the funds that were required to get that vision approved were a lot more than what we could get back. Okay, so we tried different producers, we tried reaching tips, T-series, whatnot to get it approved, but there was, of course, we are not known Bollywood people, we are struggling, we are starting out. Okay, so there was a delay, and what happened was I got working with this one feature film as an associate director later on. And something happened, we had funds, Ashish could raise funds for the music video, we had an backup vision which we were ready to shoot, and my dates were not in sync with the shooting. But Prachi is someone who started working with us 1 or 2 years before. She had been part of our smaller projects, and she was always an enthusiastic person. She had won awards in Kerala film festivals. She's a director herself, so we always wanted some female touch to the film. We always thought that this is a film this is a story that should be told by a female. It is just unfair that only 2 of us are talking on behalf of them. So Prachi was always there in front of us, and as soon as my dates started colliding, we knew that we had to go to Prachi, and something that we were always trying to get on board. So we told her that Shoneel is not there, now you have to do it for us. She was like, no, this is your baby, you should do it. We had asked her before, but she had denied. She's like, your baby, you should do it. Now I'm like, no, I'm not there, now you have to do it. And that is how she came on board. Luckily, maybe it was Ashish's willpower and something I also wanted. My shoot on that day was cancelled, and I could be on set for the day of shoot. So finally we did it together, and I think that is how we best practice equality.
Right, absolutely.
So that's Prachi, and I would like to mention a couple of other guys because without them this project would not have been what this is, and they are not here unfortunately because it is always an expensive trip to come to film festivals. So our DOP, Laukik Joshi, he held on to this project like a Fevicol, he was always backing us up. He was always on point. He was there for all the producers meetings that went through, that did not went through, the ones with the failures. So without Lokik, this would have never ever happened, and we owe this. I personally owe this music video to him. I would dedicate this music video to Lokik. And then there is Sumed. He's one of our co-producers who designed the posters, trailers, teasers.
Everything related to
he's
the
also
artwork
acted in the music
Right.
video.
Oh, nice.
That, and finally there was this chief AD called Sneha Deshmukh, who was my go-to person. So when I'm concentrating on getting the performances out, she was the one planning what the next shot is going to be, and she had this huge role in finishing the shoot on time. So that's Sneha for us.
That was a very important role.
I'm sorry, I just covered everybody. I'm sorry, but
No,
I
that's
had
completely
to.
fine.
I had to.
No, totally. But yeah, I mean, I really need to talk about this because the song was almost complete lyrically,
Yeah.
written down, and 2 years before we actually shot it. And these guys were the first people that I actually made, listen the song to. When we realized that Shoneel probably will not be able to make it or something like that, I had a meeting with Prachi because I hadn't exactly had the working experience with Prachi before
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
They had worked on short films and movies and everything. So when I decided to meet Prachi, I just made her listen to the song, and that again was a sort of so what had happened within the 2 years is we had tried pitching the song, tried getting producers on board, and trying to get this song on floor. It did not work out. There were a few meetings that we used to go to, but it wasn't, for whatever
Converting
reason. Yeah,
for
maybe the budget was a little high, or maybe sometimes वो एक रहता है कि the producer tells us that yeah, you can meet us today. Okay, it's not working out today. You know what, tomorrow? Okay, you know what, I'm caught up a little. And Low Kick used to be the person who, because there was this one span where we had spent a week. I go in the morning to the producer's office, I wait till lunch break we go out, we have something to eat, I go back in the evening. Ultimately at dinner time, the producer says it's not going to be possible, and I say okay, fine, we try tomorrow again. I did this like for almost a week or 10 days, and Lokik was continuously with me. He used to be, because Sumed was working, Shoneel was working. Lokik was someone who, through his work used to call up and ask, I can come, because he used to work in Thane. We are from Thane, but these guys work, it used to take them to Mumbai. So Lokik used to call up, shall I come? Do you want to eat? I'll wait at the office, vagara vagara. So it was very much a team effort that really existed even through the struggle of actually getting the song on floor. But there was this drive that I really wanted to make the song. Because once the song was written down, and just without the music, when I used to kind of soft pitching, I used to make my friends listen to it or something like that. I used to make a few of the girls listen to the song, and almost everyone connected, and almost everyone was like, this is something that it's in our hearts. We wish to say that out, and I really wish that this song is done very quickly or something like that. There was a incident that he shared yesterday on stage, which really happened. For anyone who's would you want me to reiterate that?
Please do.
Okay.
Should I?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So basically, we had this song with us, as he said, for 2 years, and it was always in our subconscious that this is something that we wanted to do. But the final trigger where we decided, or where Ashish decided, that doesn't matter if we do not have a producer, I'll fund it myself. But this song needs to be made right now. There was this incident. So we have a mutual friend, a common friend. Our team knows her, and she was once out with her family. One evening, she was going out with her family. She, her mom, dad, and her sister. And while coming back, her father was driving the car. She was sitting behind, and some man, some person, now we do not know the exact details, but somebody was trying to eavesdropp her while she was in the car. The guy was on the scooter and he was making some gestures, saying some things that were offensive. and she was ignoring it, but the father couldn't.
Yeah.
So he stopped the car, he stopped the man, and they got into an argument. The argument, in the beginning, father was confronting him, and he was not really receptive of the confrontation. But he started getting physical little bit, and in that argument, in that quarrel, the dad's BP shot up, and he had a cardiac arrest. And my friend, she can also drive. She lives independently in Bombay. She's from Pune. She put him in the car. She drove him to the nearest hospital. But while reaching there, he was declared dead. And all this because of some guy felt that it was okay to eve tease.
I don't understand the gravity of the situation.
No,
And we got a call from her younger sister telling that this has happened. We went to the last rites of her father.
Yeah.
and that night we were just there, everybody was downstairs, we had paid our respects and everything. Shoneel, myself, Lokik, Yashuman, Omkar, a few more of our friends who knew what the song is because I had made them listen to it. And there was that one particular moment where almost everybody at that same moment kind of thought, Lokik spoke it out, but everybody thought that, this is where that song, you really think of it. That if only if, at that moment, if, there was some way we could say, so mind your limits, a very loose English translation of the actual Hindi title of the song, Aukat Mere, because no matter what you are, who you are, there is a certain line that you're not supposed to cross.
Absolutely.
Aukat. That's not what human beings are supposed to be. And yeah, as Shoneel said, that was the ultimate trigger point for me. We had spent a lot of time trying to get a producer on board, trying to get, work things out so that the song can basically come out in front of public, be big. I don't know, at that moment, for me, it was just, this song, this message just has to be in front of public. And then for that reason, if there is anything that I need to do or something like that, I'm just going to get into the process. Now, I knew everybody else was busy from the team. So I don't know, I just kind of took it up on myself, that I kind of need to come up with a screenplay which is not going to be too high a budget. So that's something that we can manage to do on our own.
Yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically,
Finances were his. Like a production, we took it on our production.
And that was always going to be the case. I mean, that one thing was very much certain, because the moment the song was written, I guess the first people that I basically made the song listen to were these guys. So from that moment, and again, as soon as I had made them listen to the song, the connect was there. The immediate approach that this has to be done, and that aim, that target, that we need to basically do this song for the message.
Right.
Because see, at that time around, the rap genre was trending in Bollywood. We didn't want to make this for the masses or something like that. Of course, it is composed with that rap idea because that is what the youth will connect to.
Right.
When they connect to, that is when they'll understand the message. So it was composed with that idea, but ultimately the song just had to be made for the, the reason that it just has to be made. The message has to be put across. When it comes to the team, there is another thing that I want to mention. We have somewhere around 15 artists in the song.
All of them who are very much a celebrity back home. All of them known figures with double K followers and Instagram blue ticks.
Right.
Some even at an M actually. But and the concept had developed such that I wanted all these multiple personalities in there. And whenever I approached each and every artist, I just made them listen to the song. And that was enough a pitch for them to say yes for zero payment. I feel really proud saying that I worked with a cast which absolutely had no payment intentions or requirements or something like that. All of whom who just got on board because again they also kind of reciprocated with the idea. There was a resonance with that particular feeling that we need to make this song because we need to put this message across. And everybody found their time through shoot. You know, we had decided for that one particular day, everybody just told their own individual productions and projects that, you know, on this particular day we aren't available. From senior artists to the you know, younger ones who've just gotten into the industry but are doing very well. All of them really. So when I say the team who is responsible at making this particular song, whatever that it is right now, it's everybody. It's everyone who's backstage. It is everyone who's behind the camera. It is everyone who's on the camera. Our singer Mugdha, she's a fantastic singer when it comes to the Marathi industry, and you know, she also gave all her time. She met us. We really wanted her to be in the video, and she was, I cannot act, but we were like, no, it doesn't matter. Come down here, you know. Yeah, you have to. Prachi had a nice meeting with her, you know, where Prachi also made her open up very nicely, told her this is all we need. And through the recording process and everything, the way Mugdha has simply supported us. So absolutely everybody. We shot from morning 7 o'clock till the next day, early morning to 2:30.
Yeah.
So in fact, even the crew, the camera attendants, the spot boys, the light people, the set people, everyone has put in that much, and everyone has, because the crew did not listen to the song before. But as they were shooting, they could hear bits of it. And actually I was roaming around here and there, and you know, a few of the technicians were telling me that, sir, Gana bahut acha hai. I was like, okay, fantastic. And that is something that really drove the song across.
Right. Even matlab they the camera rentals and the light equipment rentals, we had rented it. They did not charge for the extra shift. They took money only for one shift, even though we made them work for 1.5 day, more than 1.5 day. But
when it's for like a social cause like this, it becomes personal at one point or the other.
Correct.
Because this was one of the questions that I was planning to ask you guys, but I think I already got the answer. I mean, this is purely a woman's perspective. Like what you guys are trying to put out, the message that you're giving out through the video is a pure woman's perspective. Did you guys at any point feel like, yeah, backlash to aayega? Because it's you guys. It's a male kind of like mansplaining kind of ho jata.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it's not the case, but there could be, you know, arguments coming like that.
I kind of
right?
have an answer to this.
Yeah,
Go
please.
ahead.
So, if I don't know if he remembers, he has a tendency of blocking things out that he doesn't like.
Okay.
If I do not like certain things in you, I'll just block those things out so that I do not have any negative feelings about it. He's the world's most positive person that I have seen.
It's
कभी
very
किसी
good.
के
It's
बारे
very
में बुरा बोला ही नहीं है बंदे ने.
Yeah.
Okay. मतलब बुरा बोलना भी होता है, बहुत शुगर कोट करके बोलता है.
अच्छा, okay.
Okay, so he's that kind of person. I don't know if he remembers that, but twice I went up to him, once in person and once on call, telling him that I do not know if I deserve to be the director of this song. Okay, so I have some guilt which I might have gone wrong when I was really young, when I did not understand things. So I don't know if people will approve of me for being director of this song. I don't know if it was wrong or wrong. If I had to approach a girl, if I like somebody, if I approach a girl and if she doesn't like it, I never understood that at that time. I never understood that when she's saying no, it is just the choice that she chooses somebody else. It is not because I am wrong or something like that. But I had that notion in my mind that maybe she's saying no because she thinks I'm wrong. So taking that forward, taking that inferiority complex forward, I twice said him this. And everybody from all the female friends that I knew, everybody convinced me otherwise that no, that is not the case. You can very much do it. Okay, so trusting on them, I was like, okay, I want to do it because I really wanted to do this. I just did not know if I'm worthy it, you know. So that was one thing, and I always thought that if I do it, people will say exactly what you said. That is it like, why are you guys talking? मतलब तुमको no uterus, no opinion, क्या बात कर रहे हो? You know, ऐसे. But then I have this one thing I want to tell everybody. Usually, let us say that you have opinion A and I have opinion B about anything in this world. Politics हो या कुछ भी gender equality कुछ भी हो. Okay. So if I am trying to tell you that you know what, opinion B is right, I'm with the opinion B, you are with the opinion A, and I'm saying that opinion B is right, I'm bound to say that thing. Okay, and you will never be on the receptive side because you are not of that opinion.
Right.
Okay, but what if I am of opinion B and I am trying to tell somebody who has the similar opinion that you know what, maybe what she says has a point. Then they are on a receptive side because somebody from them, somebody like them is trying to understand the other side. So that is why I say that when I am understanding the women's side, I am understanding the female part, I am understanding what they are going through, and when I tell other men that this is what they are going through, maybe there is a chance that they will be more receptive to what we are trying to tell them. So if Prachi, if alone a girl would have done it, it would have been a woke feminist song.
Correct.
Half of the men would not even play it, saying कि अरे वो औरतों ने अपनी side बोलने के लिए किया है, हमारे से concern नहीं.
And feminism, in a way, I think currently has gathered a very different image than what it is. I mean, I don't know what a feminist.
We do not know the true definition of feminism. It is just what we see is
right. But I think what the global perception, or I think that is now happening about feminism is, it's about giving a priority or a supremacy to the female side, which I think is not the case, which has to be in the society. I think it's about gender equality.
I think feminism is all about, women not having to worry about all these things. I
Correct.
think what you guys did through your music video is just feminism. That's it. It
absolutely.
doesn't matter who does
That's
it.
the practice.
A man can be a feminist. A man should be a feminist. I mean, everyone should be a feminist.
Perfect.
So,
But many a times that is the review that I get when we start discussing about feminism.
Yeah.
People go like, so it's like patriarchal and matriarchal, how they are two extremes.
Right.
Feminism seems to them as a process of transforming from patriarchal to the matriarchal. I say that's not the thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, then that's a wrong way of understanding
Correct.
what they're trying to say. That was never the point.
Right, absolutely.
So-
I think your music video would be a positive change. I mean, it would give a better perspective about the whole idea of feminism, especially
I really
because
hope.
it's you guys who are coming up with this very strong message which needs to be told.
Yeah.
And
There is also actually an example about this that I have. So when you said the backlash, when the song was launched, fortunately we got many innumerable positive responses that this is a message that has to be spoken, etc. Exactly what we had in mind. So we were kind of resonating with the crowd once the song was launched. There were a few comments that we got which spoke about, there are also incidents happening with men about this, now like this. Now what about that, etc., etc. So there was a little bit of backlash, and fortunately, the commenters, so the audience themselves, they gave responses to people who were replying in this way. So that actually was a win-win for us.
Right.
Because I mean, this is where that awareness has to be generated. It has to be organic. So fortunately, everybody else is getting the talk done. There was this one person on Instagram who had messaged me one day. He had sent screenshots of his friend's story. She had an incident when she was going through a rickshaw, and the rickshaw wala behaved in a certain particular way. She got off that rickshaw, and then whatever that she had felt and everything, she had ranted about it on Instagram. He had sent me the screenshots of that of her stories, and after which he had said, dude, this incident and this story reminded me of your song. This is an incident that my friend went through. This happened, I saw her stories. I immediately told her, you know what, listen to this particular song. That is all that he said to her. He took these screenshots, he sent them to me, and on which I had to reply him saying that, you know what, she, be it on virtual media, be it on Instagram, via a story, but she spoke up about this. That is fantastic. Absolutely. Because girls are scared to do that too. Maybe fearing that there is not going to be any change, maybe fearing that society kya bolega, कि ये ऐसा हुआ. So I don't know, but she spoke up. That's brave. That is a step. Fantastic. Do congratulate her from my side and tell her to keep it up. A couple of days later, he said that that's not just that, you know, I sent her your song, and then she felt that she had to do something about it. She went to the police station, she filed a complaint. Fortunately, she had the rickshaw number and everything, and a couple of days later it was in the newspaper कि Instagram की story की वजह से रिक्शा वाला पकड़ा गया. And I was like, that's fantastic, you know.
Art at its best, you know, bringing out positive changes.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
fantastic.
That was our biggest award, I guess.
True,
Uh,
true.
all
Nothing
film
bigger than that.
festivals
इससे बड़ा तो
on
नहीं
one
हो सकता
side
ना.
and this on one side.
Anyway, it's been fantastic talking to you both
Thank you,
about this.
thank you, thank you. I
amazing,
hope we did not
amazing
take a lot of
video.
time.
No,
I mean, we were
it
just
was such
going
a pleasure.
on.
It's such a pleasure, and honestly, I really hope that such messages keep coming from
Oh, yeah,
your
perfect.
side, and I hope it reaches a wider audience, and more importantly, I hope there is a sea of changes.
Change.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
that happens.
I'd like to take one more minute of
Sure, please
this.
do, please do.
Okay, so all this is why we are speaking so much, why we are ranting so much, is because 7th Art Film Festival is the only place that got us this opportunity
Oh, yeah.
to speak it out to the public. We made our film, yeah, the music video speaks for itself, I understand. But then still these stories also needed to be told, you know, and we send it to festivals around the globe. We are winners at more than 10 or 12 of them. That is not the point. The point is this is the first public screening physical festival that we are coming to.
Right, absolutely.
And
Which is actually also allowing us to interact like this to the viewers or the
Absolutely.
audience. That's fantastic.
So I would rather give a big thanks to you guys, to Venu sir, to yourself Gautami, and to all the organizers, to the department, and everybody who's part and who has contributed even like 1% to this festival. Thank you so much. I mean,
It's our
this
pleasure. It's absolutely
this is
our
really
pleasure.
great. Thank
It
you.
means a lot to us as well, because this is exactly what we intend to do with this film festival, to actually be talking to genuine artists, to actually hear from them, directly from the horse's mouth, and get to know your soul.
Absolutely.
Really.
If you, for the next edition, if you need any help, not the financial, we are still finding our roots, but any help in kind, maybe in shortlisting the films or promoting it in Mumbai or anything, please do let us know. We'll be
Absolutely.
more than
Collaborate with you.
happy
Means a
to
lot.
help
Means a
you
lot.
out.
Absolutely.
I mean, be a part of it rather, not help you out. That
We'll
becomes
all together work
yeah,
as a
yeah.
team.
But we'll
Exactly.
love to collaborate,
Exactly.
basically.
Absolutely. We'll definitely do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
been
you,
an
Gautami.
absolute pleasure.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.